Modern Warfare is one of the more difficult to master COD games in the entire series. This is because of a lightning-fast TTK, camper-friendly maps, and the ever-controversial skill-based matchmaking. But what if I told you there was a better way to experience the multiplayer aside from Warzone, a way to enjoy the standard 6v6 madness that we all have come to know and love? Well, my friends, I present to you Hardcore. Before we start, remember that if you enjoyed the video to leave it a nice, juicy, and delicious like, and also if you enjoy content like this, then make sure you subscribe to get more videos just like this one. So, Hardcore, what does it have, what does it not have, why is it the more enjoyable way to experience the 6v6 modes? Well, I think the biggest reason for me, and there's a couple of reasons I have, but the biggest one is the lack of a weapon meta. There is no weapon meta because every gun kills within 1 to 2 bullets. It's extremely fast, and while that can be very annoying for a lot of people because you will die so fast and there's no kill cam to tell you who killed you, it is fun because you can play around with a lot of different weapon variety. Depending on the gun that you like, you can play around with it, whatever you feel like that day. Maybe it's a gun you're trying to rank up that sucks in the regular multiplayer and you're just trying to rank it up so you can get that Damascus camo. Maybe you really like the way a gun looks or sounds or something and it just sucks in the regular core mode, but you want to try it out and have some success with it, so you go to Hardcore where it can one-tap people. It's just a great option to be able to play around with things, and the reason I really like this is not just because more people are using different kinds of setups, but Modern Warfare gave us this awesome gun bench for a reason. There's a reason we have this kind of customization for our guns in here. Normally in the regular core modes, there's maybe 1 to 2 setups per gun that really works for that gun to use against other people in the standard multiplayer. But in Hardcore, if you want to play around with something, try something a little different, you can do that. Hardcore is the only place I will put a weapon like the AK in semi-automatic mode and use it that way as opposed to fully automatic. Now sometimes I'll switch between automatic and semi-automatic, but it depends on the situation, and I really like being able to do something like that and be able to utilize a feature that I normally would never ever touch in the regular multiplayer. It adds another layer to the gameplay that I really enjoy. Think about the guns that you would never think about touching, that you can go into this type of game mode and use those as much as you want. If you want to go pistols only, go pistols only. You don't even have to dual wield them. You just want to go one revolver and be the sheriff with the 357 Magnum and go in and just start popping heads. You go ahead and you do that. You feel like a badass Wild West sheriff. You do that if you want to, and you can have success with it. If you want to go in and pretend you're a Spetsnaz soldier and you want to put a silencer and Spetsnaz elite barrel on your AK, you can do that and feel like a badass. You just one-tapping people. You want to feel like a U.S. Marine, get your M4 kitted out like a standard issue M4, however you want to do it. You can go in, you can do that, and you can have a great time with it. It's just a really fun mode that allows you to utilize all those awesome different customization pieces that they gave us with this gun bench. You're not reserved to really just sticking to what the meta is. You have tons of different options that you can use, and while overall not having a weapon meta does kind of reduce the skill gap, it offers another layer of variety that the standard multiplayer does not offer necessarily, at least if you want to be successful in it. It's a really fun and enjoyable way to play the game, in my opinion. I really like Hardcore for that reason in particular. Now, another reason that you might like Hardcore is because there is a less sweaty tryhard nature in it. A lot of your FaZe Clan wannabes are going to be in the core mode with their MP5 trying to grind out montages and whatever the fuck they want to do. That's up to them. If you want to play that way, you can do that. But if you want a less sweaty meta, a less sweaty play style, go to Hardcore. Everyone there is just kind of memeing around, in my opinion. You don't really have a lot of people just chilling in one room, and you would think it would be that way because the time to kill is so fast. But I think in general, the people that know that are going to avoid Hardcore just because of that. They don't even want to experience it because they think they're going to die 1,000 times. They really won't, but honestly, stick to core if you want. I like the Hardcore community, honestly. It's a more fun experience. I really enjoy just going in and dicking around doing whatever the hell I want to do, because it's fun. It's enjoyable. You know, if you pick up a power position, the power positions are so much more powerful because the guns are so much more powerful. It's a lot easier to hold those down and be able to rack up kills and get more kill streaks and do things like that. It's more fun. I enjoy it more. I think a lot of people that are not on the more competitive side of things enjoy it more. Not necessarily because it's easier, because in a way it is, but also it's not, because of the limited HUD. You have to rely a little bit more on your eyes and ears to do things. Even though everything's a one tap, you really have to outthink people in a way, as opposed to just relying, like I said, on the HUD. And, you know, perks like High Alert, Ghost, Cold Blooded are a bit more effective in hardcore because of that reason. There's also Dead Silence is just amazing in hardcore, because if they can't hear you, then the only way they'll know where you are is if they see you. So if you get behind them, you can really rack up some nice kill streaks. It's just a really nice mode. There's a lot more chilled out kind of vibe to it, in my opinion. People aren't quite as sweaty in it. Obviously, there's people who want to do well, but it's not quite like the core modes where there's just insanity. It's just more fun, a little bit more laid back, at least from my experience and the way that I play it. If that's not you, then that's not you. But I want you guys to let me know down below what you guys think of hardcore. Have you tried it? Have you even tried the regular multiplayer? Or are you still playing Warzone? What's your favorite part of hardcore? If you do like it, just start a conversation down below. I'll be there to meet you guys. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.